Y'all tuning in to Straight Power TV. We're bringing you all the car enthusiast content. It's your host Mopar X. Let's get into it.
On today's episode of Straight Pod TV, it's your boy Mopar X. Come on into the shop. Let me show you what we're working on today. We're going to turn down our 5.9 intake for our 5.9 motor right there. Get ready to swap this into the 300D. Yes, sir. The D stands for drift car. So we went ahead, took the throttle body off. Gonna probably clean that up a little bit. Junkyard guys broke one of the throttle position sensors here. So we are gonna rock auto, order another one of those. Trying to get these hoses off for the coolant, take that coolant temp sensor out, order another one of those. Bagging all the bolts up, so after this thing get cleaned up, gonna get it blasted. We're gonna just throw it in a parts washer, drop it off, get it blasted, get a new gasket kit for it. And then, yeah, man, the top end of the motor, as far as the intake and the heads go, they're already off, they're ready. Be sent out and get redone up real nice. And, you know, gonna build us a badass motor, man. So stay tuned to the channel. Hit that like button right there. Follow me on YouTube. All right, so back in class today. Went ahead, took the clips off. The little retainers that hold on to the fuel injector. So now we're gonna go ahead and pop the rest of this fuel rail off. I'm smashing my hand in. Getting gas all over the place. So you can see, just gonna pull up both sides. Just gonna work them a little bit. Just rock it up. I'm trying to just put a little leverage on it. Just a little bit, just so it can ease its way up. Flip the prop upside down. All right. Let's try something else. It's been in here for a long time, man. A long time. So all we're doing is just rocking it. Trying to get them out. All right, so we got some of our good old breakaway. All right, spray it a little bit in. This breakaway stuff, man, works wonders. You're gonna just work it back and forth. Work it back and forth a little bit. You gotta give the penetrating oil a chance to get in the nooks and crannies and get around them seals. You don't want to break the fuel injectors. You want to save them just in case we need them. And voila, they're out. Did all that fighting. All I needed was some breakaway, man. I'm telling you, man, that breakaway ain't nothing but the truth. Y'all think PB Blaster is good? Get your hands on that breakaway. Y'all seen it. I've been fighting with this thing for a couple minutes. Now it came right on out. See? One side out with the injectors. Other side, injectors still in. So we're gonna turn that manifold around. And now, go ahead and spray a little bit. Yes, sir. Nut buster will definitely bust your nuts open. Breakaway, man, set you free. Look at that. Fight for no reason. So, for those of you that don't know, on the 5.9 intakes, it has the torque spec for the intake bolts stamped right on top of the intake. It also has the firing order for the wiring for the spark plug wires because the distributor sits at the back of the motor. Now, another cool feature that people don't know, with Dodge, they stamp the firing order on the intake. So it'll be impossible for you to put the wires on the wrong plug, on the wrong cylinder. All right, now, last thing to do is get these two sensors out. Coolant temp sensor and the intake temp sensor, get them off. So try not to break them. Get your breakaway. You have a good day. Guarantee you that. Use the ratchet first. Came right off. Didn't even break. Man, I stand on that breakaway, man. Oh my gosh. Didn't even break. Look at that. Didn't even break, man. I'm telling you, I stand by this breakaway penetrating door, man. All right. Do the same thing. Intake air temp sensor. Should be a 19 millimeter. Oh. 21. Nope, it is a 19. So we're gonna need to go to the toolbox. Let's go over to the toolbox. Come on, let's go find a 19. I ain't gotta excuse the mess. Moving some stuff out of here right now. All right, so I'll grab our Snap-on extra leverage 19 millimeter. Yes, sir. That's the part number right there if you need it. They got some cheapo ones on Amazon, but I like these. All right, so don't want to put a whole lot of torque on it, just a little bit, just to break it free. Some people like to go all gun-ho and nah, you don't want to do that, man. You're going to break it, guaranteed every time. Or strip the threads. See, that's all you need. Just a little bit, goes a long way. Yeah, that's how she like it. Saving myself money because I ain't breaking nothing. So, there's your intake and your temp sensor right there. We're going to drop that in our little baggie. Drop our fuel injectors in our little baggie. Save those. Now, she's ready to be flipped over. We're going to take the, I guess you can call it the valley plate, the cam valley plate, the lower intake plate off. A lot of things about these intakes, you know, they come apart. You know, so you can clean the inside of them. A lot of people don't realize that. It's not like how the 5.7s are, the intake manifolds are plastic. Now, these metal ones, this is where it's at. You got a lot of material in, you can do a port job. You know, I mean, you could do a lot with these. Powder coat them, make them look good. You really can't do that much with a plastic one. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it over. Get the valley plate off. Drop it in a parts washer, give it a quick scrub, you know. Clean the inside out real good with some brake clean. And onto the blaster shop right after it dry. All right, back on straight power. So we got the bottom of the intake flipped over. I got these gaskets right here on it. They call them China walls. Kind of RVT to them. We're gonna go ahead and yank them up off there. Don't leave no debris. Just take it all off. Get a clean job done. So go ahead and just twist them. They pop right off, no problem. If you're fighting with it, probably should use heat. They come right off though. All right, so let's get sized up. They should be 10 millimeter bolts. No, they are not. They're 12. Correction, 12 millimeter bolts. No, they're not. Recorrection, 11 millimeter bolts. Yep. There are torque specs for it. Make sure you download them online, follow the torque specs. Don't over torque your bolts, because breakaway ain't gonna help you. All right, just gonna loosen them all up. all the bolts are loose. We're gonna go ahead, step over to the parts washer, grab our bin for our bolts and drop them in. We just let them rock. No specific order. Doesn't matter how they come off. Just get them all. And there you go. Now we can inspect inside of our intake manifold. What we're looking for is any plastic debris, any metal debris, metal shavings, anything of that nature. Thank God we have a metal intake, you know, because if it was plastic, you had to buy another one. In this case, it's not plastic, so we just want to make sure there's nothing trapped inside. All right, let me show y'all what it looks like. All right, so here's the top part of the plate. I don't really see no metal. I mean, it's like normal wear and tear. And even inside, I don't see any metal particles, which means that whatever engine this thing came off of, it had a good motor. So we're gonna go ahead and drop it in the parts washer, get it all cleaned up. And then we're gonna let it dry and get it ready to go to the machine shop and to the blaster shop. Try to see if they can just clean this up a little bit. I can probably do that myself without taking it there. Hit it with a wire wheel, that's what we'll probably do. And then just take it up to the blaster shop. That's it for Straight Pod TV. See y'all next time.